Sure.
All right, we're recording.
All right, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance this morning. I pledge
allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You guys get to do the Christmas lights tour in my living room. Sorry about that.
Ooh.
Stanley, would you like to lead us in prayer this morning?
Yes, I will. Let's bow our heads this morning, and even though there are so many problems in the world today, we know that things will eventually get better. We thank you, Lord, today for our friends and members of this Kiwanis club that we're getting together, at least on Zoom. We ask that you guide us and give your love to all those who are suffering and need help. We ask that you remember prayers for all those, especially that have no one to pray for them. We ask all of this in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Why don't we start with Ashley? Do you want to give us a CKI update?
So just the last month, November, we had the Soul Box project where we made little origami boxes to represent victims of gun violence. And I went to Enoch's High School to collect those from Key Clubbers. And we collected around 26, 28, and they're still coming. So I have to go back tomorrow to Enoch's to pick some up. So I'm really excited that we got a lot of soul boxes that I can ship over to the organization. The following Sunday, the 29th, because the soul box was at the 21st, we did the Changemaker Challenge, and which is where we make awards for change makers. And we got a pretty good response from that as well. And we had a Q&A session for the high schoolers to ask us anything about college, and that was pretty fun. They asked a lot of questions. And we are currently in the process of doing our Christmas Dare fundraiser, which is where anyone can donate a certain amount of money to CKI, and that can correspond with a certain dare. I actually have the chart if you would like, if I could share my screen, if that's okay.
Chris is muted, but I think she said yes.
Chris, you're muted.
You should be good at
You should be good to share now.
Okay. And let's see.
Thank you.
You also have one of the little boxes that you guys made. Can you show us what that is?
Yeah, okay, let me go get one real quick.
Very cool.
Okay. Let me find a really pretty one. This is pretty. Well, during the event, I walked them through how to make an origami box, and it's 2 pieces of a box, and there's stuffing in it. But this is super pretty that someone made.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we spent the whole time just kind of, and we also talked about college again during that time because they were high schoolers and they had a lot of questions. And we were just doing that while we were folding boxes. So it was super, super fun.
So it looks like no one has purchased any of your squares yet. Is this yours or is this just a blank one?
Oh, it's just the general one. We don't have the, the thing where we, like, it's like not like bingo. It's just for people like see which ones they like. So for $1, you can do these and people can stack them. And it's with like the $20 one where officers commit to an hour of service. If that accumulates like a lot, of course we have to, you know, spread it out through the year, so we don't do like 30 over the break. Like that's a little insane. But yeah, we all our proceeds will go towards Toys for Tots and Turlock. And so we're really hoping that we get quite a bit of donations. And we also have the some of the dares will be performed, and we're also celebrating the last meeting of the semester on December 11th. And yeah, and like I said, that's where some people will like do the dares. And there's also total donation charts, which let me see if I can find it.
So Ashley, if you send me the link, or send it to Dr. Martin, he can send it to me. I can send it out because I'm sure we could get some Kiwanis members that might want to donate to you guys.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Well, I will send the registration forms to like attend the meeting, just so we have you on record if you would like to attend and see us all embarrass ourselves. But let me show the goal charts that we have. Should we meet these? It'd be really cool. But oh, okay, never mind. Let's do this. If we meet 20 attendees, we do a candy cane eating competition, and we'll just stack. Once we reach like 30, then we do both of these. It'd be a dream if we get 100. We don't really expect to get 100, but that's for the attendance and to how many people attend the Zoom event that we're going to be hosting on the 11th. And for this one, which is the donation chart, as you can see, Dr. Martin is involved with this one, but this is if we reach these goals.
Well, I think we ought to strive for that $200 goal.
I'm sorry, but at the bottom it says for $500 he'll dye his beard pink, and I think we should be striving for that goal. Why aim small? I mean,
It's his hair, but he's clarified it's his beard. It might be fun to watch.
I think the whole thing. I think you should go for the full-on trolling experience.
I would say
maybe a little glitter.
Send me this, and I'll send it out. And I bet our Kiwanis members would love to participate.
Okay.
They would add for $1,000 both the beard and the hair.
Well, I think do they stack?
They do stack.
So we get both if we.
Yeah. And it will all be performed within an interval. I'm sure it'd be a little hard if he does the ice bucket challenge and he dyes his hair every time. But yeah.
Wow.
And he will be also doing the condiment smoothie with us, which will be fun.
I'm not young enough to be a CKI advisor because that would kill me.
But yeah, that's all we have for there. Oh, and I also went to a meeting with a committee chair from the district about doing the pen pals thing. And even with Action Club, which is an organization with adults, I still have a lot of guidelines I need to go through that we need to discuss, which I have to make a separate document for that to plan out the event, which I have to send to her, and she'll send to her advisor. So that probably won't go through until spring semester. But I did receive news that if we do manage to do this, we would be the first club to have a pen pals system between branches. So I'm super excited to see if we can get that going, because I would love to have that happen. And finally, on December 19th, there is this Battle of the Branches that Division 46 North invited us to. And it's basically a kind of tournament online with Zoom where they invited different branches like Sapphire Kiwanis. I think they invited an Action Club. I'm not exactly sure. I think they might have invited a Kiwanis, but it's different branches of the Kiwanis family that are going, and they're basically competing, and the person that the group that wins wins a prize, and all proceeds that come from that event will be going to Kiwanis Family House. So we're excited to attend that one. But yeah, so and today we have a service. I'm not sure what it is.
You guys are so busy. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
We all appreciate, Ashley, how quickly you pull your presentation together there when we put you on the spot like that. That was a great job. I don't think you're always anticipating how many questions we will ask. I happen to know that this club loves to donate to help the clubs that we sponsor and help with. So if you could send the graphics that you have and how much money we have to raise to embarrass David to Chris or David, they'll put that in the email today that goes out to everybody along with this video. Also, if you have a Venmo or something that you're comfortable sharing, if you could share that, or we can maybe use Chris's for Dr. Martin. And that way we can collect donations from members who have that option. And I'm sure if you're a member who still pays with checks or cash, you could work it out with David or Chris maybe to drop off payment so that you can support that way. And that way we can help you raise some funds. For those of you who were in the call, maybe 2 calls ago, where we talked about the fact that the CKI Club was trying to get a waiver to pay their annual dues. They did not get approved for that waiver, although they did an excellent job trying to apply for it. So they will be using the money that we've set aside from them for that portion. So this fundraising that they're doing is just for their service to Toys for Tot. It's not for their membership dues. I just want to make sure that that's clear in case someone at home would have asked that question, but they are not here. Are there any Action Club updates, Chris?
We're actually doing a food drive right now that will end next week, and we will be having our Christmas, our last board meeting of the year, and our Christmas buddy club or Action Club meeting, and then afterwards we have buddy club next Friday on the 11th. Is that the 11th? Yeah, the 11th. And so if anybody wants to, I'll include the flyer with today's. If anybody wants to donate a bag or box of food, I am happy to come pick it up, and we could definitely use the donations. But other than that, everything's good.
Can we Amazon it to you?
You certainly can Amazon anything to my house. And it won't be my stuff because somebody doesn't always appreciate all the Amazon boxes coming every day.
It's not our fault, David. We order 3 things and they put them in 7 boxes. I don't even know how they do it.
See?
I think they take them apart to send them to me, I've decided. I don't know. If he gives you too much grief, just let him know that we had to do a trash pickup service to take away the Amazon and IKEA boxes from earlier this year. So, what happened?
I said my credit card says otherwise. Those aren't.
We all know banks lie to people. It's fine. It's fine. Just ignore that. Next up is the Christmas shopping spree report. That's you again, Chris. Sorry.
Okay. Nope, you're fine. Yes, so it went well. Of course, it was a little different this year. Instead of individual kids, we did families. It was wonderful. I would recommend that we always stick with doing that from now on if it was up to just me, because it helped a whole family. And something we'd heard from a parent is that it's hard if only like one of their kids gets chosen because they have, a couple more at home that didn't. And so it was really nice for families. A couple of parents actually came and shopped without the kids. They just had their sizes and stuff. And they were able to, they're like, this is amazing because I'll be able to actually wrap presents for them for Christmas, which, we served some families this year that were really struggling. We had one family that was homeless. We had a family that is kind of couch surfing between friends and family, and another one that was living in a motel. So we really were able to serve some people who really needed it. And we heard some just heartbreaking stories this week. I'm a crybaby anyways, but I always am cry with people. So we definitely heard, but we also heard a lot of appreciation and just a lot of gratitude towards the club that they would do something so awesome. So a total of 16 families were served, 46 children were how many between those 16 families. We were able to, we of course stayed within our budget, so we're good. And we have Kohl's cash, like $765 of Kohl's cash left that I am going to go buy jackets and coats with, and then donate them to the coat drive at West Side Ministries. So I'm going to go do that tomorrow. I just haven't had time this week to do it. So it went really well. We did end up doing, rather than a grocery box, because after discussing it, we kind of felt that with so many people in transition and not having a home, they don't necessarily have a kitchen to cook a whole meal. And with COVID and everything, we ended up doing grocery cards and to a grocery store. And people were just so appreciative of it. It's amazing to hear what people have to say. So it went really well, and it was a good experience. Kind of sad that we didn't get to use all of our volunteers because, we were really limited. The store was really limited on how many people we could bring in and everything. So, but everything went good, and it was fun. We had a good time.
Well,
Thank you very much, Chris.
We wanted to thank you and Marianne, who is not able to join us on the morning meetings, but also has a large role in this activity. And anyone who did volunteer, I know there were a few people, as well as the CKI member who came out and translated for you.
So, yes, Lino, let me tell you, without him, we would have been in a world of hurt because the Kohl's one night did not have any staff that spoke Spanish. So we would have been in a whole lot of trouble at that point. So we really appreciate that Lino from the CKI Club came and volunteered his time. He came all the way from us. He lives, I think, in Riverbank, and came all the way out both nights to help us translate. So yeah, that was awesome.
Awesome.
You guys are amazing. So the next thing on our list is the Christmas cruise, and Larry's on that committee. So do you want to give that update for tonight's Christmas cruise?
No, I'm on the morning cruise. We're doing a morning cruise today about 8:45, and Mr. Olson will be there hopefully, and we're going to help direct the participants to their right location where they can set up their display. And I've got about 4 other people that are supposed to be there. We hope that they show up, and we'll be there from about 9 to 12:30, and then there's another group that comes in. Not Kiwanis, but I don't know. I can't remember who it was. From 12:30 to 4:30, and then Dennis Thompson has about 19 or 20 people helping him out from 4:30 to closing time, and he can still use a few more people. So if there's anyone else out there that hasn't signed up and wants to help out this evening, that would be great. Once again, we're meeting at that gate 5A, and that's. It's between the main entrance and the back north parking lot on Broadway. Just where Broadway turns and makes that right sharp turn to the railroad tracks, you keep going straight there, and 5A is down on the left-hand side just before you get to the big parking lot there in the north. But it sounds fun. I think Karen Packwood's a little nervous, but I think it'll go fine. I think it'll be a successful event, and I've got the waivers papers to sign and everything, so we're ready to go.
David, did you have anything to add to that? Because I think you're helping Dennis in the evening.
Dennis had called me just before the meeting, and he said exactly what Larry just said. They could use one more in the morning and maybe a handful more if anybody's available. I know I'm going to help this evening, but I have a work meeting that doesn't get done till 4:30, so I'm going to be hauling butt over there and a little late. But anybody else that can, if you're able to stand and wave a flashlight. If you do come, if you have a vest or the reflective vests, bring one. but Dennis has some extra. And also it's bring your own flashlight.
And don't forget the mask. We're all supposed to have a mask.
For the evening crew, I bought a box of 100 masks in case you show up and you go, what? Because I would hate to send someone away since we had such a limited number of people. But if you do have a friend you can bring to the evening crew, we would greatly appreciate it. I know Michelle Allen is on this call. She's coming after work as well. So we have a couple people that are coming a little bit later, and that's okay. If you can't come till 5:30 or whatever it is, just put that in the comment section on the Sign Up Genius when you sign up so that Dennis knows when you would be there.
And technically speaking, this is a city event.
Yes, this is a city event.
Bring adults outside of the Kiwanis Club without worry about, are they covered under Kiwanis's liability or this, that, and the other. We're just helping a city event. We're a group of people who happen to be in the same club helping the city run an event.
Correct. We asked the individuals of the community that we knew to sign up, and we happen to be a large number of individuals who like to go to things together, but we will not necessarily be Kiwanis for that 4-hour period that you are helping. You will be signing a waiver from the city of Turlock that says the same kind of things. We're doing a Kiwanis waiver just to be safe, in case anything were to come up where people were confused about their role. But you should expect to sign 2 waivers and to have someone ask you about your symptoms when you get there, just like we would for a Kiwanis meeting. But we're individuals today who happen to like wearing blue and think they're the greatest. Yes, Valerie.
So if the city were to give you a donation to say thank you for all of the hard work, that if it's a city event, then that would be an administrative fundraiser. And so you would get to choose where that donation goes to.
So the city gave us a sign to thank us for gathering individual members to help them. And there was a lot of back and forth this week about the sign, which is why I'm joking about it, because they were like, we don't want you to get in trouble for having a sign. And I was like, you can thank us even if we're not there. We like thank yous. So we're still going to have a sign up that says that we're helping. But it's just a weird COVID time where we don't want to negate anybody's liability insurance. We did check with them with what they need and all those different things. We're not breaking any rules. We also just know that there are 3 rules right now. There's the Kiwanis rules, the city rules, and the COVID rules from the government. So we're just trying to do the best we can with all 3 sets of rules.
You're doing great.
So, and let me tell you that this has been run up every flagpole, the city flagpole, the Kiwanis flagpole. Like, we've talked to leadership from all the organizations, and we feel like we're still fine as long as you guys sign both waivers and have a lovely, safe time. All right, so that's the Christmas cruise. The next thing on here is that we do have a board of directors meeting next Tuesday. I did receive an agenda item from Todd, and that is the only additional agenda item that I have been given. So if you have an agenda item, please get that to me today, because I'd really like to send an agenda out to the board of directors. We'll be doing a Zoom meeting this month because it is Christmas time. We've had 2 events the last week, and so we want to make sure that we use people's time wisely. And it should be pretty short because we only have a couple report out items and the scholarship item that just got added. So that is that one. And the last thing on here is, of course, the annual reminder that we will not be meeting on Christmas morning. That Friday, we will not be having a Zoom meeting. We hope you have a lovely holiday. The following Friday is New Year's Day. And so I'm going to let the board decide whether or not we'll be meeting on that day. They'll decide at the board meeting on Tuesday, and we'll let people know. But I anticipate that we probably won't meet on that day either, because typically we have a couple roundtables in a row. That doesn't mean that you guys can't all meet amongst yourselves. We just won't be hosting you on Zoom. So have a lovely time for those 2 Fridays and enjoy your time with your family. And that was the end of our agenda. Does anybody else have anything that they need to add or would like to add? Any community events they want us to know about? Anything like that?
Lance, is Lance still breathing? I don't think I've seen him move for about 30 minutes. I just wondered if Lance is still alive.
What?
Are you still alive?
I heard my name. What was that? Of course I'm alive, Larry. I'm listening. I'm taking it all
The
in.
police training you did there to blend in.
That's right.
You haven't
I'm
twitched
now
the
a
muscle.
host.
You haven't twitched the muscle in 25 minutes.
That's discipline. All right.
He finds it hard to move this early in the morning without the Starbucks. You have to
That's
like
true.
kick in.
I'll bet he's had a Starbucks already.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe two,
My
actually.
husband there at 6 a.m. Like he got up this morning super early. Like, where are you going? He was like Starbucks, and I was like, oh, hi. Early risers, man, can't beat it. All right.
Hey, I slept until 5. So.
Sorry. Allie, this is Michelle. Can I make an announcement, please?
Sure can.
I just wanted to let you guys know this is Michelle Allen from Tower Health and Wellness in Colorado. Tomorrow we have Ladies' Day at the Tower. It's an event that Patty Romeo started 12 years ago. And this year she had her granddaughters take it over. And it's about over 50 vendors. It's outside at the Tower with COVID precautions in place. It's $15 for adults, and it includes 2 holiday-themed cocktails, some appetizers, and a raffle ticket. And we're also collecting for Toys for Tots. If you bring a new unwrapped toy for Toys for Tots, you get an extra raffle ticket. Kids tickets include a soft drink, and they're $10. And you get to come in and shop with the vendors and support Toys for Tots. And
Fantastic. We know I did forget one thing. Best of 209 is going right now, and Maytini is up for Best Event of 209 for community event. So if you wanted to go to the Best of 209 link, I'll put it in the thing for Chris Martin. You can go vote for Maytini as the best charity event in the 209.
All right.
Michelle, do we need to buy tickets ahead of time or can we buy them there?
you can buy them there.
Okay.
If you guys go and don't want to use the drink tickets, I know a couple guys that will be happy to take those drink tickets and put them to good use.
Oh my goodness. I can just imagine them wandering around Ladies' Day taking extra champagne tickets. You at least have to carry somebody's bags or something if you go to Ladies' Day for the drinks day.
Well, I think they ought to have something for the men's day. This is like, discrimination. The poor men are getting left out of all this fun.
You know why? Because they don't want to coordinate their own event.
Do you want to shop? Do you want to go shopping, Larry? Is that what
You can come. We didn't say what defines the lady. We didn't get into that.
Yeah, you guys got to be careful now about this gender identification. Now, you're going to have to be pretty broad-minded.
Yep.
So
it's broad.
So if you're a lady, you're welcome, and if you're shopping for a lady, then you're also welcome. How's that? That'll cover everybody. Oh my goodness.
You want me to pick you up tomorrow, Stan?
Tomorrow? For what tomorrow?
Well, Mr. Jeannie, we thought you wanted to go to Ladies' Day.
Oh. I know I'm usually your +1, but got to keep that quiet. Allison,
Yes, sir.
I know you said to let you know, but I did want to send you an email. I just want to be sure at your board meeting that something is some little thing of gratitude for the fellow that was the translator for the Christmas tour.
Absolutely. I will make sure that is on the agenda.
Some whatever.
That is an excellent idea.
A little donation might help them out too.
Yeah.
Like David's still muted, doing hand signals back there.
Yeah. Stan, I love the way you think, but I had the advantage of thinking ahead of you. We already provided him with a nice Starbucks card as a thank you.
Well, I thought about it a couple months ago, and I just thought that'd be mine.
See? Stan is always ahead of you.
Read your mind, then.
Thank you, David, for being so thoughtful.
Stan, is that your alias, Jeannie? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Or are you just setting up for tomorrow? Okay.
I was going to go wake her up and tell her she had a Zoom meeting, but I thought I better not do that.
But Chris, I will let Jolynn know that you're going to purchase jackets and drop them off. That way, if she has a special request, she can let us know. One year we did it and she asked us only to buy teenager jackets, for instance, because they had so many baby jackets. So
Yeah, if you want to contact her today, because I am shopping early tomorrow morning.
yeah, I'll text her. She'll probably write right back to me. They're usually pretty
That's
quick.
a deadline, tomorrow morning.
You got it. And I know that you'll mean business, so I'll be on it. But it just occurred to me, I was like, I remember one year, I think it was not last year, but the year before, she had us only get adult size jackets because they were had so few.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
Also, if you want to donate a jacket that is new or used, you can drop off new or used jackets either at Westside Ministries, or you can drop them off at any Cars Cleaners, and Cars will clean them for you if they're gently used, and then they take them to the coat drive. That same coat drive also gives every child a meal and a toy, so you can drop off toys. If you're a toy shopper, you've been itching to buy some toys. They would love to have your toys. They serve about 400 children in 2 days when they do their event. And their event is not just limited to Turlock. It does all of our surrounding areas. So Helmar and Denair and anybody, they don't turn any child away as long as they're show up that day. And so we have helped them for the last couple years with different items for that event. But if you have been itching to buy some toddler toys or an LOL doll, you can always drop them off there. They'll put them to good use for you. All right, I think that's all we have today. And so we're right about the 30-minute mark we've been staying at. So I think I will adjourn this lovely meeting. You guys are all fantastic. Chris, I'll send you a summary in just a second, and we'll send this out to everybody.
And Lance, I'll see you in about an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll see.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
See you at 5A.
All righty. Sounds good. Everybody be safe and careful.
Bye.